I don't think I could deal with the accent first off, and then yeah.
He has an
His
accent?
I'm assuming so, if he's from Jersey.
Oh,
You saw me
okay.
dealing with the, with the Boston accent that we
That
went.
was so funny. We went out to, we were at this bar inside the hotel. What night was it? It's the night you got very drunk, and, there was this obviously, there's all these Boston people there, and there was this one guy talking to us, and, like and then he was talking to Anna, and she's like, "What?" I think and it was funny because I didn't know if you were doing this on purpose, but it seemed like every time he would, like, try to hit on you, you'd be like, "I don't understand what you're saying."
I don't speak English. I
Like,
think it
"Yeah, are
was
you
a mix
speaking
of both.
English?"
I couldn't understand him, and I was getting irritated, so I was like, "Just talk normally."
Oh, so funny. Dude, we got so drunk. Well, you got very drunk that night. I also got a little drunk.
Did we tell what happened?
No, no, because I didn't know if you wanted to talk about it or
Oh, who
not.
the fuck cares? I ended up puking my brains out, and Chrissy and Zia took care of me, which, by the way,
You're
thank you.
such a cute drunk because,
I
like,
need
you
to send you
really
guys flowers because I don't even know how bad
Oh,
it was.
no.
I
I just
don't
think it
wanna
was
know.
so it was funniest because, like, this is the first time you met Zia, so it's like, this is how sometimes internet friendship works. It's like you're meeting each other and then you're immediately sharing a room, and then
Mhm.
it's, like, the 2nd night, and you were like, "No," obviously we're drunk, we probably didn't eat enough, and, like, I had 3 at dinner, I think you maybe had 3 at dinner, and Zia doesn't drink at all, and then we went to the bar. That's probably was the bad decision, and then I had, like,
Well, it was a good
1 or
decision,
2 at the
I just
bar.
didn't realize how much I was drinking. Because I
Yeah.
only was like, "I'll have 2 drinks at the bar and that'll be it," but then I didn't realize that I think I had 5 drinks at the bar.
Whoo! So you had 8 drinks that night or 9?
Yeah,
And
and
you're little.
the ones at the restaurant were doubles, so
Wow, that was fun. That was we had a good waitress, and I liked that overall, like,
I
the
just felt
restaurant.
so bad for the child.
She kept cursing in front of Frank's kid, but that's okay. He understands that people
I'm gonna
curse.
send him, like, a Christmas present. Does he
Oh,
like Legos? I don't know. What does he want?
no, don't send anything. That was so cute. He just was like, "I'll just have your french fries." And then he
I
would,
felt
like,
so
eat one
bad.
every time you cursed. He's funny. He's a funny kid. But that's all it's all good. It makes me look really good because if I feel better about my sometimes cursing. But, yes, we had a bunch of drinks, and then we came back to the room, and we're just chatting, and then you're just, like, laying down, and we're like, "Are you gonna be okay?" And me and Zia were like, "Should we put her in her pajamas? Like, are we at that level of friendship yet? Is that what we should do? Is she gonna be okay?" And then I was so worried. I'm like, "She's gonna pass out with a face full of makeup on." Like, ugh.
Oh,
But
that's fine, that's
I
normal.
hate when I do that. So
Mm.
you're like, "I just need a garbage can. I'm just gonna spit." And I was like, just a spit?" And we should have thrown you in the bathroom at that point because it's like and then you
It was
started,
a
like
lot more than
I
spit.
think you started puking. I don't know if we got the garbage can before or after the puke, but you threw up, like, all your mac and cheese from the restaurant, which
Which
honestly,
is gross.
best of both
Mad that I
worlds.
didn't get the
Like,
burger.
you could taste it, and then you didn't get to keep the calories, which is nice.
Mm.
Um, this is not a pro bulimia stream. What foods are even good to throw up? I don't know, probably none
Well,
of them.
the mac and cheese, it threw me off because it had, like, the buffalo chicken in it, and I wish I would've just gotten just regular mac and cheese or the burger, because the burger with the bread would have absorbed the alcohol, where
Okay.
the mac and cheese just didn't wanna sit.
And we weren't drinking any water, so that is part of it too, and it was just, like, it was, like, chunks, and it was, like, all on the floor, and it was all, like, red because you're
Because
drinking,
of the
like, a
Mio.
Mio all night, so you puked, like, down the comforter all on the floor, and then you were like, "I feel so bad." You're picking it up and trying to put it in the trash can, we're like, "No, it's
I do not
okay, it's
remember
okay."
any of this.
Oh, it was great. It was so me and Sarah, like, felt so bad for you because we just didn't want you to die that night. And, so what I ended up doing is, like, so there was, like, a little, hotel garbage can, so it's, like, about half full of puke, and so I was like, "I gotta get this out of here," and I didn't wanna put it outside the room because they're gonna be pissed.
They
So
would
actually,
know
wait,
it was
I
us.
held on to the garbage can, we put the garbage can aside. Zia was like, call the front desk, see if you can get a new comforter." And I was like, "This is great." I'm like, "Yeah, they can do that." I'm like, "Yeah, concierge, we need a straight up just a new comforter." And then Zia, I thought she was gonna fold the existing comforter and, like, put it to the side. No, she grabbed the whole thing, ran towards the door, and just threw it out the front door. And then, like so I think we had the garbage can, and it was, like, sitting on top of it in a ball. So the poor, like, hotel person, like, they get the comforter, but then they left the garbage can. That's what happened. So I was like, "Oh my god, they are refusing to deal with the pukey garbage can." So then I took the garbage can and I ran it down on the other side of the floor of the hotel. Like, I walked a good 5 minutes and put it on the opposite side of the floor and just, like, left it in front of somebody's room.
Oh, no.
But they're gonna know that they're like, "Oh, yeah, it's the red puke girl from that
Yeah.
from, 1026 or whatever our room was."
I
And
just
then
remember waking up and, like, there's a towel and, like, red
so we put a
on the
towel on
floor.
the floor, yeah, so with,
Mhm.
like, we didn't have to look at it, and I was so grateful that I had this, like, Febreze fabric spray from, like, the show before. It was in this bag of goodies that the comedy people had given me. And I was like, "When am I ever gonna use this?" And I just happened to have it with me. It was a total godsend because it made the room smell great, and I sprayed it on the floor and, like, the comforter and stuff, and it completely covered the smell because I thought Zia was gonna puke because she was like, "Oh god,
Oh,
smell
no.
it."
Oh, I feel so
Then
bad.
she was fine, and then the spray saved the day. It was so fun. The point is, it was a great time, and that's what friends are for. And I've also, like, done worse. Like, I think maybe on the second date I had with Frank, he came to my show, which is the Stonewall Inn, and I was on a rum chata kick for
Oh,
some reason
no.
at that time, so I'm drinking all this rum chata, and we say goodbye, and he, like, dropped me off at my apartment, and he went to kiss me, and I was like, "Hmm," and I just, like, wouldn't kiss him, and he was like he thought I just didn't wanna kiss him, but
Oh,
I was
no.
holding back puke, and I was like, "Good night," and then he walked away. I thought he walked away enough, but then I
Oh,
was like, "Oh my god,
no.
I'm gonna
Did you
puke." I
puke
immediately
on him?
I'm in my courtyard in Queens, like, it's like this big apartment building, and then the middle of the thing is, like, grass and stuff, so I'm like, "I hope he walked away," and I just had to be like, "Wha," just, like, hurled over the side of the basically, like, the front door, and then I was, like, puking, and then all of a sudden, I feel someone petting my head. I'm like, "No," because it was
He's
Frank, and
sorry.
he came
Aw.
back, and he started and I was like, "No, I ruined it." I'm like, "Get away
Oh,
from me."
no.
Please. I'm like, "Don't look at me," because it's white. I'm puking white. It's gross. It's so fucking gross. Ew.
Aw. Somebody said, "How did you feel the next day, Anna?" I felt great, actually.
You're a freak of nature because I went over in the morning, I was like, "Oh my god, I have to see if she's alive," and you looked perfect. You looked, like, perfectly made up still. You're, like, such a good sleeper, like, it wasn't like, makeup." I was picturing makeup everywhere, I was picturing hair fucked up. You looked, like, camera ready, and I was like, "This is amazing."
I guess that's, like, one benefit I have to, like I know the secret primer that you need to use that'll keep your makeup perfect through the puking and the
Wow, okay, that's a
sleeping.
primer, okay.
It's from Too Faced. It's the blue it's called Insurance.
I'm writing it down.
It is the best makeup primer. You can go swimming, and as long as you don't touch your face, your makeup will stay perfect.
What? Wow.
It's incredible. I discovered it
Wow.
when I was in high school when I played water polo, and everyone was like, "How is your makeup perfect?" I'm like, "It's the Too Faced
You
Insurance."
How did I not know that you played water polo? That's, like, legit. That's a really athletic sport.
You know what? Every single time you've, like, talked about because you used to do diving, I've always been
Mhm.
watching, and I'm always like, "Oh, I'll talk to Chrissy about that because I kinda used to do similar stuff," and then we never do.
Wow.
But yeah,
That's
no, I didn't like I still don't know how to dive. I can't figure it out.
I can teach you. It's easy. It's
Everyone's
like
tried, and I'm just like, I'm too retarded to, like, put my head first.
the trick of learning to dive is because as long as you can dive off the side, then it's easy to dive off a board, etcetera. You have to tell yourself that, everyone knows the, okay, arms over your head, you're leaning in, like, everyone knows that's the position, but you have to tell yourself that your feet have to be the last thing to leave the ground. I know that sounds stupid, but you have to think your feet are the last thing to come off, and that way you naturally let yourself go in head first. Because what a lot of people do is they'll lean, 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 they'll get scared, and then they pick their feet off the ground or they bring their knees in. They like break position. But if you just say like your feet are the last thing, feet are the last thing, then you let yourself go in head first. But like, yeah, teaching kids is like different than adults because it's like you have different things going on. Um, cool. And now you sent me the link to the primer, and my life is complete.
So that's the new formula. I haven't tried that on my eyes. I bought the old one from eBay
Oh,
because
it
they
makes
changed it. But
it
this one
makes
I've been using on like my face, like for my just foundation primer, and it works fucking great. That's why
so
my
this
makeup is perfect.
just makes your eyeshadow look like so much brighter.
Well, it just I don't it's kind of like glue. It just you put it on, you wait for it to dry, and then you put your makeup on and it just stays in place. It like it doesn't crease. The only time it might
Wow.
crease is when you smile, you
Okay,
know?
that makes sense.
But on your eyes it's perfect. Again, you
Wow.
saw the results.
That is amazing. Makeup tips.
Mhm, mhm.
We'll teach you how to dive. Maybe we'll be somewhere with a pool.
If you ever puke in front of me, I'll hold your hair and clean up.
I am not a good puker. Like, I got so drunk. Last time I puked was at the content house, and, like, I kind of revert into being, like, a helpless, like, I get whiny, um, I just, like I go from being, like, a bad bitch to, like, "Meh, take care of me, everything hurts." Like, it's gross.
I knew that, like, the night before I wasn't feeling too well, and, like, I, like, laid in the shower for an hour because I was like, "My
Laid
stomach."
down?
Well, that shower was, like, really cool. Yeah, I just laid in it because I was like, "My stomach just isn't feeling good," and I was like, "Maybe I'll puke in the shower." I don't know. I just wasn't feeling good, and I couldn't stand up very well because I think I had been drinking to, like, deal with not wanting to murder my mom and my aunt on our DC trip,
Oh, yeah.
and so
Yeah,
I
there's
wasn't
a lot
feeling
going
good. So
on.
then the next night of belligerently drinking, I guess I had had enough, and I felt great the next day, so
That's amazing. That's good. Love you guys. Thank you for the chats. Thank you for the comments. I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Bye. All right. Love you guys. God, I don't even want to leave. This candle smells so good. I don't want to leave. All right. Love you guys. Talk to you soon. Bye. Love you all. Join the Discord. Feet. Love you all. Wow. You guys are awesome. Come and get it. Bye, guys. Bye. Now I'm really leaving. Love you. Bye.